At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription.
Community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
behalf of the students and staff of Frisco ISD, I would like to welcome you to tonight's game between Emerson High School and Anna High School. In recognition of the hard work and dedication of tonight's participants, including players, coaches, trainers, band and drill team members, and cheerleaders, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence in which everyone may indicate their support for the young people involved in tonight's contest. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by the Emerson High School's Varsity a cappella choir.
Check. Check.
We're good. That's us. We're good.
We welcome you to Toyota Stadium here in Frisco, Texas. It is the Anna Coyotes taking on the Frisco Emerson Mavericks. Thanks for being with us here on Coyote Vision. I'm Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lowry. Anna enters the contest 2-3 overall, 1-2 in district play, while the Emerson Mavericks, they are 5-1 on the year. They are 3-1 in district play. Nash, brand new venue for these Coyotes, playing at the home of FC Dallas, the MLS soccer club here in Frisco. Anna, the true road team, here tonight wearing their white uniforms, and the Emerson Mavericks, they are wearing their light blue. This is going to be, it was good to see Anna get back on the winning side last week, putting up 70 points against Independence. Expect more of a defensive battle here tonight with a very tough Emerson team.
And now both of these teams are coming into tonight's game, Josh, with wins in their previous matches. If you don't know anything about Emerson, here's the stat that you need to know. In their first in their first 3 games, they were 2-1. In their last 3, they've scored 147 and only allowed 13 points.
Desmar Maraquin kicks it off. This ball will be returned by Emerson. Weaving through the Coyote return defense is Blake McClain, junior wide receiver. We'll be saying his name a few times here tonight. There is a flag on the play on the far side of the field. That's where their sideline is here at Toyota Stadium. This ball might be coming back a few yards.
There's also a flag immediately from where the line of scrimmage was at the beginning of play.
Yeah, 2 flags here. We'll see what the call is. We do not have a referee mic here tonight, so as they showed on the board, penalties offset, and
it was initially
should be
offsides.
a re-kick, yeah.
Yeah, the penalties offset. It was an offsides on Anna and an illegal block in the back from Emerson. Those are the penalties that offset. So practically, we're just squaring up again.
Yeah, we're just going to do it one more time. Nice win for Anna last week at Coyote Stadium, a 70-29 win over Independence. Last week, the Emerson Mavericks, what a drubbing over Frisco Liberty, 60-6. Current standings right now has Emerson second in district play at 3-1. How about Prosper Walnut Grove, the Wildcats? They are 4-0 in district play. Let's try this again. Desmar Marquin ready to kick off for the Coyotes. First ever meeting for these two teams. Kickoff, the second kickoff essentially is underway, and this time this ball is going to be led into the end zone by Caden Camps, and it'll be the 25-yard line where Emerson gets their first drive of the ball game started.
So in their previous game against Liberty, Josh, they won that game 60-6, like you said. In that game, it was more of a rushing effort. The entire team, 13 carries for 256 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns in the past game. And the reason why that was the case, the starting quarterback for Emerson, DJ, was inactive in that game. So they only had 7 passing attempts that entire game against Liberty.
It's DJ Shelton who is the quarterback to start. He'll hand it off to his running back, Nick Clark, and he won't go too far. He'll maybe gain a couple yards. Looks like they'll give him forward progress 4 yards. Nick Clark, a senior, impressive year so far. He's averaging 49 yards a game, 296 through this season through 6 games. He has 3 touchdowns on 49 carries.
Nick Clark in the last game against Liberty, 3 carries for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was the leading scorer in the last game against Liberty.
Expecting a bit of a lower scoring game here tonight. Emerson sports a terrific defense. Here's another handoff to Clark, and he's got a big gap to the left side. He's into the secondary. First down for Emerson as Clark gains about 20 yards. They're going to drop him at the 45-yard line. First down for the Mavericks.
And the real catalyst of this play by the Mavericks, number 19, Matthias Talavera, who lined up on the left side as a wide receiver. He provided the extra block that cleared out the way so that Clark could get up there.
DJ Shelton getting the start. 6'3" seniors. Played in 5 games so far. 8 touchdowns, over 800 yards passing. Look to pass this time. Instead, he'll scramble, and he'll get tackled quickly. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play there by Austin Crowley as he makes his 29th tackle on the season. Crowley had a terrific game against Independence a week ago. 2 tackles for loss, including 1 sack.
And it looked like Carter Dietz was the one there to make the immediate contact. He's lined up on this left side, closer to the screen as the left outside linebacker, just on the left side of Shamar Boykin.
So no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10. And here's a pitch. That ball is loose and then picked back up, and Clark scrambles out of bounds to the Maverick sideline, and he gets to the 48-yard line. That could have been disaster for Emerson. It'll be 3rd down and looks to be about 7.
Right, and that pitch had to be made a little bit awkwardly because Carter Dietz was the one to make the initial contact. Dietz runs off to the side. No subs in for Anna. You have number 1, Edward Chumley, who looks like he's going to be lined up as a middle linebacker. Now he moves over to the close side of their screen, just where Dietz was set up last play.
This is an Anna defensive team that is allowing 39 points a game. Here comes a throw from Shelton down the right sideline. He's got a Maverick, and it's out of his hands. Kelton Wafer, one of the leaders last season for this Emerson team, just out of his reach. He almost had his 5th touchdown of the season, and the Coyote defense gets a stop at midfield to force 4th and 7, and the punting unit is out for Emerson.
And one thing I really want to note on that play, Josh, like I was talking about pre-play when Edward Chumley was set up, they used 3 offensive linemen to stop Chumley alone. It's clear that Emerson has read the scouting report.
Here comes the punt. That's by Peter Coetzee, and this is a good punt for Emerson. It is scooped up inside the 15-yard line. And now it's time for the Coyote offense to head to the field under head coach Seth Parr in his 4th season with the Coyotes. 37-8 his record at Anna, and 96 total wins in his head coaching career in Texas high school. Well, what a week it was last week for Ziondre Williams. Career high, season high, 6 throwing touchdowns.
Is that
it seemed
real?
like if you were a Coyote receiver, you were going to find yourself in the end zone. They'll start it off with a run from Edward at Chumley, and he'll gain looks to gain about 6 yards, and that'll be a middle second down for the Coyotes.
Right, like you said, Josh, if you were a Coyote receiver, you were pretty much guaranteed a touch. Over exactly 7 receivers had recorded at least a catch in that previous game, and 5 different receivers scored a receiving touchdown in that past game. Zai can find anybody.
Edward Chumway had 2 rushing touchdowns against Independence, had 6 carries, 64 yards. He'll get his second carry here tonight, and he'll bulldoze through the Maverick defense. He'll pick up a first down. Looks to be about a 6-yard gain for Chumway.
And Marcos Rivera really pushed up on this one, and looking at that play, Chumley could have either gone right to the outside or left towards the inside. He kind of picked it half and half and decided to barrel his way through Rivera himself.
And that is a Heatherly Allstate Coyote first down. Williams looking to pass just out of the reach of Ace Traylor on 1st and 10 from the 25. Traylor had a pair of touchdowns in the win over Independence a week ago. That time, Ziondre Williams just out of his reach.
Right, and Ace Traylor had previously recorded 2 receiving touchdowns in the game against Gunner. That one he had 4 receptions, and then against Independence he also had 4 receptions. So whenever Traylor gets exactly 4, you know he's hot.
There is a flag down at the 50.
I see that.
Well away from the play, so the officials huddling up. Do want to thank the Toyota Stadium crew. They are providing our live feed here tonight.
The call is holding. Oh, we just got a little bit of the referee mic in there. But anyway, holding on the defense, that gives the Anna Coyotes the Heatherly All-State first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. High snap, quick handoff. Chumley is going to find a seam in the middle. And looks to be a gain of about 7.
Cash Williams set up in the H-back on the left side.
He's going to throw it. Intended for Gentry, and it's going to be just a little over his head. Good idea there on the somewhat second and short. An incomplete pass. That'll set up 3rd down and 4 yards.
And that's a good play design. It seemed like the way that ball was thrown, Gentry really didn't get his eyes on it going downfield. But the matchup I want to highlight, Cash Williams, the blocker, and Nate Leal, number 23 for the Mavericks, the leading edge rusher for them.
Zai's going to take it himself, using a big block from Edward Chumley. Zai past the 30, past the 20, and he's out of bounds in the red zone. What a scramble there for Ziondre Williams. Potentially the longest carry for him this season. And now the Coyotes are in that Andy Torres State Farm red zone.
And check out this replay, how he's maneuvering against the safety, Malik Hawkins, keeping him on his back and making Hawkins face towards the end zone, just bobbing and weaving in and outside of him. He stops for the safe gain. Zai Williams with a bomb of a run.
This drive started at the Coyotes' 14-yard line. Now this pass deflected down, and it was nearly intercepted there. Nice defensive play there from Jackson Canada, 6'3", 201-pound linebacker junior for Emerson.
Canada has 4 sacks on the season for Frisco Emerson. If you want to point out 2 people who are going to pose threats to Zai throughout this game, it's going to be Jackson Canada and the previously mentioned Nate Leal.
Chumley was to the left. That's where they were throwing to. Chumley, and just behind him. Nice defense there from Nate Leal, who was covering Chumley, and that is going to set up 3rd and 10. This will be the 7th play of this drive for the Coyotes. 8:01 to go here in the first. But now they've got 3rd down from the 19.
And the wide receivers they got up on this left side, Ace Traylor, Rowan Nylander, and Michael Kennedy, all in a bunch.
14-yard line, pardon me. They got to get to the 4. Pitch over to Chumley. Flag comes flying in, and Chumley is going to be shoved out of bounds. Looks to be a gain of about 3 or 4, but there is a flag.
And whenever you have these pitch plays that involve a lot of moving linemen and a lot of moving receivers, one of the probable cases is most likely holding. We'll wait to see what the call is.
One of the officials heads over there to Seth Parr. And, well, if you can read lips, you saw what it was. Offsides on Emerson, and that'll be a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty.
So offsides doesn't entirely save the Coyotes just yet, but it does make it a much more manageable 3rd and 5.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 from the 9. They've got to get to the 4. Kennedy is the one on the near side. It's going to be a handoff to Chumley, and he'll stumble forward, and they're going to give him the first down as he squeaked past the 5-yard line. They're going to drop him at the 4, and that'll be a 1st and goal now. Headway All-State Coyote first down.
And they're going to move quickly, but just tremendous stuff from Peyton Miller and Jesse Vasquez on the left.
And into the end zone, touchdown for the Coyotes. Chumley took it himself on the short yard, 1st and goal, and the Coyotes have the lead against Emerson. That's a Melissa Feed and Seed Coyote touchdown.
Look at Dylan Jeffers all the way up there. He's also got Jesse Vasquez up as well. That's really who created the gap for Chumley just there. You've also got Lashem Nianti, who found his way over there. Really great stuff from the linemen, clearing space on this front line, going from a 3rd and 10 to a 1st and goal to a touchdown.
Marroquin, the extra point is good. It's a 7-0 lead for the Coyotes. Well, that's an impressive first drive from these Coyotes after stalling out the Emerson offense at midfield for their first drive of the game. And again, when you look at Emerson coming in 3-1, you know, what a story it's been. It's been a short story for Frisco Emerson. They're just in their 3rd year of varsity football. I mean, the school was built not that long ago, just down the road here in Frisco. And this team last year going all the way to the state semifinals, losing to South Oak Cliff in 5A Division II. Of course, first year for the Coyotes in 5A Division II after winning the state championship in 4A last year.
Right, there's a lot of maybe negative surroundings against these Frisco schools that are on the early come up and may feel like they're here too early, but you really have to commend a great resume with just in 3 years in varsity ball, making state semifinals only 1 game away. They lost to South Oak Cliff in their last game of the tournament, but man, 1 game away from making it all the way there.
Scoring drive for the Coyotes, 9 plays, 86 yards. They gained 4 first downs on the play, and it turns into an Edward Chumley touchdown run, his 10th of the season. Here's the kickoff for Marroquin. That's going to bounce into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback for the Coyotes, and Emerson will start their 2nd drive here in this first quarter.
And back to, excuse me,
no,
Josh,
go ahead.
But back to receive for Emerson. Maybe the reason why Marroquin is and the entire Coyotes team is looking maybe towards touchbacking on these receivers is because Caden Camps, the leading receiver for the Emerson Mavericks, is back there as the returner in the game against Liberty. 1 catch, 40 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's got 5 receiving touchdowns on the whole year. Caden Camps, number 10.
DJ Shelton will lead the Maverick offense as they'll get started from the 25-yard line. And the running back, Nick Clark, back there for the baby blue uniforms. It is a handoff to Clark. Takes a bounce off a couple of Coyotes. George Rogers tried to rip the ball out of Clark's hands, and then finally that front line of the Coyotes takes down Clark as he gains 3 yards on the play.
Finally brought down with number 80, Brandon Powell. Gain of 3 on the play.
And again here on Coyote Vision, bit of a scramble. Thanks to all our students helping us out here today, getting everything set up. We're taking our main feed from Toyota Stadium, but we do have some of the Coyote Vision cameras at our disposal here tonight. So appreciate your patience with everything.
Yes, thank you.
Clock ticking, 6:50 to go. And we'll see Shelton moving Clark around behind him. Here's a snap, bit of a high snap on 2nd and 7. Flushed out of the pocket. Shelton's got to throw it to his own bench. And another good stop. There was nothing available downfield for Shelton. That's going to set up 3rd down and 7 from the 28 for Emerson.
And it's Martin Brown who really gave chase against DJ Shelton on this one. You saw Shelton, he was looking more towards the middle of the field with the tight end who they were looking for, but then he had to scramble away because of the pressure from Brown. Really great stuff.
This is an Emerson Mavericks team that hasn't played really a competitive game in the last 3 weeks. Week 4 defeated Denison district play 45-7. Week 5 defeated Frisco Memorial 42-0. Last week knocked off Liberty 60-6.
That's a combined score of 147 points versus 13 allowed.
Pass caught and getting free and on the run. That's Blake McLean, and they convert the 3rd and 7 big play for the Emerson Mavericks. Blake McLean came into the ball game today. That's his 23rd reception on the season. Now over 270 yards on the year.
And it's really a great play design here. Give a lot of credit to the wide receivers. Also a lot of credit to Zay Gentry for holding packed in that secondary, him and Josiah Smith preventing getting any more yards.
1st down. And it's going to be a handoff, and running to the left side is William Wells, senior running back. Nice effort for him down that Coyote sideline, and it looks like he's got a 1st down.
The left side of the field. Finally brought down the number 34, Mark Brown.
And it doesn't look like
Martin Brown with the tackle. Go ahead, Nash.
It doesn't look like there was anything else. I thought maybe the reason why it took so long to get out of that play was because it was close to that sideline, far away from our vantage point here in Toyota Stadium.
Yeah, so definitely not a 1st down, about a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. And at the aftermath of that, looks like the flag sticks, the 1st down marker, took some damage over there.
It did.
They're still trying to work on it. It's flailing in the wind right now.
Yeah, it's like a wacky inflatable tube, man, outside a used car dealership.
2nd down. Here's a throw, and open and caught is McLean. He gets through Smith. He's into the end zone. Touchdown for Emerson. These are 2 explosive offenses battling it out here tonight, and Emerson just showed their hand.
Showed their hand indeed. They ended up out in the secondary. They had Demetrius Williams as well as Kelton Wafer down there. Whenever you have a 2-on-1, I believe Josiah Smith was the only one back there defending for the Coyotes. 2-on-1 in the secondary. One of them is bound to get open. Emerson evens it up.
About a 45-yard touchdown pass from Shelton to McLean. And we got a tie ball game, 7-7. And again, this is a road game for the Coyotes here tonight. These new Frisco schools, they kind of rotate around from the stadiums they use here in Frisco. Obviously, they use the Star, or the Ford Center, I should say, at the Star. Also, Toyota Stadium has been hosting Frisco schools for a number of seasons. Also, Kuykendall Stadium, just down the road, available as well. But this is one of the big-time stadiums that these Frisco teams play in.
And it's really amazing having such a hotbed down here in Frisco because all of these high schools were built at the same time and on the come up at this as the same time. Like you said, Josh, Emerson only in their 3rd year of varsity ball because they were built all at the same time. There's a lot going on in Frisco on a Friday night. So most of these games get the opportunity to be pushed out here under the bright lights of FC Dallas's home.
That's Trevor Gregg kicking this one off for Emerson. He's going to fly past Rogers, takes a backwards bounce, I should say. Ace Traylor picked it up, and then a big tackle there made by Ryan Daniel. And the Coyotes get their 2nd start of the game started right around the 20-yard line.
And the play from there, you could really see it whenever the ball was going up in the air. Looking at that one, it certainly looked like it definitely had the potential to go out of bounds off of the bounce. Unfortunately, not a very Anna-friendly bounce on that one, so the tackle for loss starts him at the 16. Same setup with those 3 receivers on this left side, Josh.
Yeah, tight bunch, and Williams is going to throw. He's got Bell, nice catch, and a mini leap. He's going to get the first down. That's a Heatherly All-State Coyote first down. At least I thought he got it. Nope, they're going to mark him a yard short. He just stepped out of bounds.
One really special thing from Zai that I just saw there is he had to throw that ball a little bit more. He put a little bit more arc on it because of Jackson Canada, who had already blocked one of his passes earlier.
Fighting up the middle for the first down, Edward Chumley. By the way, can you believe that's Andre Williams' first completion of this ballgame? Did not have a completion in that first drive. Nice run for Chumley there. That is a Heatherly All-State Coyote first down. So 1st and 10 from the 34. And in their whites tonight, purple helmets, Mavericks, baby blues all around. Williams throwing to the left and knocked down. Dangerous throw. Never got through to Traylor. It might have been Nate Leal who tipped it for the Mavericks.
So like I was talking about earlier, it's going to be between Nate Leal and Jackson Canada who are going to be putting the most pressure on Zai throughout this game. That's already one deflected pass for both Canada and Leal on the night, and we still have a lot of first quarter left to go.
2nd and 10. Andre Williams wasn't ready for the snap, and he's got to go back and retrieve it, and he'll just settle on top of it. And that is not how Seth Parr's offense wanted to handle that 2nd down. That snap came quick. And Williams, lucky enough to get back on top of it as we get a look at the replay there. Not sure where the miscommunication was between him and Jeffers, but that sets up a 3rd and a mile, 3rd and 31.
And essentially it becomes how far can you try and push it back to the original line of scrimmage to prevent yourself from punting on this 18-yard line.
Gives up a lot of field position. Williams is going to take it himself, still on the run, still a ways to go, and he'll get tripped up past the 25-yard line. Nice job to get back to that point, but that's going to bring out the punting team for Anna.
And that's really exactly what you want, like I was talking about before the play, just making it back. Now they're going to punt it from, I believe, the 28 or the 29. I think they'll mark him down at the 26, but that's a lot better than punting it from the 18.
It is going to be Zandre Williams to punt it. Another high snap. He'll get it away quickly. And looks like Emerson is content with letting this ball bounce and settle. And it looks like it's going to settle at the 42-yard line.
Great salvage from the Coyotes on that drive after the costly missed snap.
We'll take a quick break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors here on Coyote Vision. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50. Emerson starts the drive from the 42, and a big tackle there made by the Coyote defense. Austin Crowley again makes the stop on the Maverick running back. Another good tackle there from Austin Crowley.
Just great solo tackle from Crowley. I believe that locks him into 17 total solo tackles on the season. He's also coupled that with 4 tackles for loss and 2 sacks.
Been a very nice addition to this defense for the Coyotes. Robbie Sevier, the defensive coordinator for the Coyotes, first year. Clock is running, 3:20 to go in this first 7-7 game. Here's a pitch, and somehow able to hang on. We got a flag coming in, and still on the run is Prescia Allen. Finally tackled out of bounds. We got to check this flag, and the Mavericks, they don't look too happy right now. Nobody is advancing down the field.
And it's going to come from Kelton Wafer, who was the wide receiver set up on this right side, who was blocking, I believe Zay Gentry was over there.
Yeah, this appears to be coming back. So, yeah, Nash, you nailed it. It's definitely going to be holding here.
Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that.
Well, We're up here in the press box here at Toyota Stadium. We're a little ways away from the
A
field.
little ways away. I really got to squint.
We're not used to some of the amenities that Coyote Stadium offers, like a referee mic. But, again, we do have a couple monitors in our booth tonight. And, again, can't thank the Toyota Stadium staff enough for helping us get on air here tonight. So 3:05. Clock is ticking. It's going to be 2nd and 15. The ball at the 37. 3 wide receivers for the Mavericks.
And Kelton Wafer, number 14 for Emerson, lined up on this right side again.
Hand off to Nick Clark. And, boy, Austin Crowley is having a heck of a first quarter here for this Coyote defense as he drags Clark to the ground to force 3rd and long, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, and it was him and Caden Banks who made it in there first to tackle Clark. So Austin Crowley, Caden Banks with the tackle, 3rd and 12 now.
Bunch formation. Oh, and looked like one of the Coyotes jumped. This could be trouble. Flushed out of the pocket is Shelton. He'll throw it away, but you saw it pretty clearly there that Caden Stribling took the bait.
And if that holds true, this is going to be similar to what Anna faced on the end zone with the 5-yard penalty. So this goes from a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 to a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 situation.
First penalty on the Coyotes here in this one. Personnel changes for Kendall Miller's team. He's the head coach of Frisco Emerson. 3rd season, 26-6 in his time. Previous head coach at Garland, Lakeview Centennial.
Nobody in the backfield but Shelton.
Shelton dropping back. Here comes pressure from Williams. The throw is away, and it's incomplete. And Cash Williams laid out a big hit on Shelton. He had to get rid of the ball. And Cash Williams, once again, Mr. Consistency for this defense, comes up big.
Call him Mr. Fundamental, man. And even though it didn't look like on whenever it was playing live that Shelton saw him, I guarantee DJ Shelton heard Cash Williams barreling towards him and made that pass away.
Well, look at these Coyotes. You know, they let the touchdown go in the previous drive, but they do not let the Emerson Mavericks get a first down. And here comes the punt once again.
It's goldfish memory. They just really don't let the past mistakes falter them.
Dino Antavoni will take it. And the Coyotes to get started right around the 20. Looks like they're going to spot them at the, we're going to go about the 28-yard line. We'll see.
That seems right. Seems right.
Coyotes 1-2 in district play. Big time battle with a 3-1 Emerson Mavericks team playing their 3rd year of varsity ball. They went 9-2 last year. We talked about that earlier. But this is a team that has exploded on the scenes, just like the Anna Coyotes really over the last few years.
Absolutely.
Making waves in Texas high school football.
And if you weren't here at the beginning, Frisco's Emerson's only loss on the season, 29-28 against Walnut Grove. They lost that game by 1 point.
Run up the middle for the Coyotes as it's Chumley. Going to show about a 5-yard gain for Chumley there. Extremely tight formation. Nobody out wide. Hand off to Chumley. Running to the near side. Flag comes flying in. Chumley lays a hit down, and he's finally brought to the ground by Malik Hawkins, senior for Emerson, and we have another flag on the play. It's been a common occurrence here in this first quarter.
Right, and this is looking to be the left tackle for the Coyotes.
Second penalty for Anna, and that's going to essentially erase the Chumley gain. And that holds 10 yards, so that'll drop them back to what looks to be. And they'll drop the ball at the back to the 23-yard line.
There you go.
2nd and 15.
everybody practically inside the hash marks. If the ball was set in the middle of the field, the ball would practically be inside the hash marks.
We're going to get a timeout called here by the Coyotes. We'll take a quick break. Thanks some of our sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas Values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Back here at Toyota Stadium here in Frisco, Texas. Coyotes battling the Mavericks. First ever meeting for these two teams. Big down here, 2nd and 15. It's a long one for Williams, who scrambles, gets away from a couple blue uniforms, and he's got enough for a first down, and he'll slide down past the 40-yard line. That's a Heatherly All-State Coyote first down. Nice job for Ziondre Williams.
And really evading arms that are just flashing in front of him as he blitzed up the middle. And you also had a blocker upfield in Ronald Bell, who also cleared out more space for Zy to run forward. So going from very dire circumstances to a first at the 40.
5 wide using a screen. It's a pass to Chumley. Nylander weaving his way blocking-wise, and Chumley able to get about 15 yards on that reception. And another Heatherly All-State Coyote first down. The Coyotes.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands.
Nylander honestly worked more like a pothole on the street. The defensive players had to run around him instead of try and run through him.
Snap. Chumley again. Big seam up the middle. And that's going to take us down to the end of the first quarter. It's been a good one so far here at Toyota Stadium. Coyotes 7, Mavericks 7. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here for the second quarter on Coyote Vision. Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit gear. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team. Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, you're driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder-owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. They're going for it on 4th down. Chumley going deep, and it's going to be incomplete, out of the reach of Michael Kennedy. Malik Hawkins had a step on Kennedy the entire time. It's a turnover on downs. That drive simply just stalled, and it all starts with the early snap that Williams wasn't ready for. That essentially stopped this drive.
And if you're wondering why the 4th down attempt on 4th and 13, look at the field position, Josh. They hiked that from about the 45-yard line. Like I was talking about, Emerson has about started, or excuse me, the 35-yard line. Emerson has about started all their drives from the same position. At that point, this is really the same thing as a punt.
Shelton throwing to the right side. Pass caught, and a 9-yard gain. And that pass was caught by Kelton Wafer.
And as you'll see in the replay, this really could have been a lot more dangerous. Caden Banks rushing, or excuse me, not Caden Banks, Caden Stribling rushing all the way back to secure that tackle at 2nd and 8 as Carter Dietz recovered off of his block extremely quickly. That could have been a lot worse. Shout out to those two guys for the Coyotes.
2nd and short for Emerson. It's going to be a handoff to Clark, and he's got enough for a 1st down, and looks like Zay Gentry finally was the one to force Clark to the ground. It's enough for a 1st down.
And Caden Banks had the original clothesline. As you saw during that replay, there was a little bit of contact before that just couldn't get him down. Caden Banks with the first contact before he was eventually dragged down by the rest of the Coyotes. Now officially in Anna territory.
Bit of a windy night here at Toyota Stadium. It was a warm one today, but temperatures dropping nicely, 84 degrees currently. Wind out of the southwest, 10 miles an hour. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Shelton, big pitch, took a big hit, and Clark still on his feet, and he's forced out of bounds. Carter Dietz made a big hit on the quarterback, DJ Shelton. Nothing comes of it. And they're going to say that Clark actually stepped out of bounds after only a 2-yard gain, getting to the 44-yard line. That's a break for Anna for sure.
You know, Josh, I am just really impressed with Carter Dietz's initiative on that play. We've seen that same play before, and every single time Carter has been assigned to go after the quarterback on that pitch. Now, 3rd time's a charm after he just leveled DJ Shelton. They're not likely to go back to that same pitch play.
2nd and 8, Clark running way wide to the near side, and that's exactly where Shelton throws the ball, and Martin Brown gets to Clark as quick as he could. Clark really running far away from Shelton when he hiked the ball. Gains about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short and 3rd and 3.
All right, and that pass was really long, Josh. I mean, you said it. That ball honestly traveled farther between the quarterback, Shelton, and the receiver than the receiver ran with it.
No flags on the jump. Shelton throws. He's got a receiver, and it's a touchdown for the Mavericks. Jason Williams. 2nd touchdown of the year for Williams, and the Mavericks take the lead here in the 2nd quarter.
Jason Williams had the open room. He had beaten his man down the field, and have to commend DJ Shelton for the dime that he threw up to Jason Williams in the open field.
John Pacheco in to kick the extra point. We have a flag coming in late, and that could be, everybody's running off field. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker, and so that'll be it. So that'll be, well, they missed the extra. They haven't marked it yet, because we're waiting on the call here. They're going to decline this one. 14-7. We'll take a break. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder-owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. Mavericks take their first lead of this one. 8:49 to go in the second quarter. On the 42-yard touchdown pass from DJ Shelton to Jason Williams. And here comes a kickoff from John Pacheco. Ronald Bell fields it from the 10-yard line. He'll return it. He's got a big seam. Bell at the 35 weaves his way through the blue traffic, and he is down past the 35. Great return there from Ronald Bell from the 10-yard line. Gets to the, looks to be about the 37-yard line.
And he found his gap. Really the number one strategy on these kickoff returns. If some of y'all don't know what the mentality is going into it, it's one simple direction change. You saw how Ronald Bell immediately started like he was going to go wide left, then made that one cut. That immediately got him 10 more yards. And then on top of that, as he was able to shake that one defender, he sets them up greatly for the Coyotes.
Seen Bell with a couple big long kickoff returns this year. Longest was 41 back in the opener against Oakland. Here's a throw. It's out of the hands of Zay Gentry. Almost had it. We'll get a look here.
Really risky pass. Once again, you have the pressure from Nate Leal and Jackson Canada, who jumped up immediately. But if Zay wasn't there, that pass looked honestly closer to Agape Lawrence.
A few centimeters out of his reach. Here's a handoff to Edward Chumley, and he runs into a blue wall. That's Agape Lawrence, who lost his helmet. He is no doubt the defensive leader on this Mavericks team. He's got to come out of the game for one play. He entered tonight with already 67 tackles on the season and 10 tackles for loss. He's already caused 2 fumbles this year, and getting the scouting report on him is that is most certainly a future Division I type of player in Agape Lawrence for the Mavericks.
Just to understand, that's over 11 total tackles per game.
Timeout on the field taken by Emerson. We'll take a break as well here on Coyote Vision.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
$8:13 to go till halftime here at Toyota Stadium, and the Coyotes down by a touchdown to the Emerson Mavericks.
Taking that timeout just to forego Agape Lawrence's one-play gap.
Yeah, he stays in the game after that timeout. Here's a pass, and Ace Traylor able to hold on to this one as he kind of swiped it away from Jackson Canada, and looks to be about a 5-yard gain. And that'll set up 4th down. What do the Coyotes do here? Williams is walking over to his head coach, Seth Parr, as you get a look at the replay.
Moving on to this one, body language looking really positive for the Coyotes.
It's 4th and 5.
A lot more manageable than the previous 4th and 13 that they attempted.
They're going for it. Williams, throw to Trailer. He's got it. He's got past the 50, and he's got a first down ahead of the All-State Coyote. First down. We've got 2 Mavericks in trouble. 1 player is down. That's Agape Lawrence. The other player has got up and started walking. That's Parker Reese. But we've got an injury timeout on the field. So the Coyotes convert the first down, and when we resume play, they'll be in Maverick territory. We'll go ahead and take a break here on Coyote Vision.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
If you build it, they will come.
Agape Lawrence was helped off the field at 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Here's a handoff. Chumley now bouncing right, bouncing left, gains 3 yards, and that'll set up second down.
And that tackle looked decently high from Frisco, but to talk about that previous play, if you want to know what was the true catalyst for that play, it was Chumley. Chumley was lined up in the backfield as the H-back, and Dylan Jeffers was the center, as he always is. However, they rushed 6 people, and 2 defensive linemen went up the middle, leaving Jeffers alone. Chumley rose up and took 1 block up the middle that cleared up extra way.
That was the 7th carry for Chumley tonight. Ace Trailer with the catch to the left side. He gets through 2 jerseys, dodged a pair of tackles, and he gets down to about the 20-yard line. They'll spot him at the 24, and Ace Trailer with a big play for the Coyotes. He had 4 catches and a pair of touchdowns last week against Independence. Ace Trailer making an impact in this first half. Williams, pass, caught. Kennedy gets away from the tackle, never went to the ground, and he'll be spun out of bounds by Malik Hawkins, short of the first down. Great second effort there from Michael Kennedy as he makes his 5th career catch as a Coyote. 2nd and short now, and now the Coyotes are in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone.
And we've seen from plays before, not only previously in the season, but just in this game, this 2nd and short leaves a lot of room for deep balls, and I guarantee that's what the timeout was for.
Emerson calls a timeout. 6:22 to go here in the first half. We'll take a break here on Coyote Vision.
Thank you, Anna Education Foundation.
.622 to go. Second timeout taken by the Mavericks. 2nd and 3. Chumley is to Williams' left. Williams takes it himself, has space, gets tied up as he crosses the first down line. And it will be a first down for the Coyotes. Well, you thought there for a minute, Nash, that Williams was going to have wide open space to get to the end zone. Nice job by the Mavericks. Get a late tackle in.
And
now
he-
1st and 10 from the 12.
He recognized the extra pressure and made that cut inside. That's really telling of a great running game.
Chumley gets hit as he took the ball from Williams. Nate Leal with the tackle, and they're going to say Chumley lost a couple yards there. And that's going to be 2nd and 13. The first down marker is at the 2.
And that'll be Nate Leal's 3rd tackle for loss on the season.
Bell and Nylander out to the right. Peyton Miller there at H-back spot to the left. Here comes pressure. Williams gets rid of it off the left hand of Nylander. A little high. Pressure came in from Tyson Cannon on Nylander. Ziondre had to get rid of that ball, and now 3rd and 12.
And a great
3rd and 13,
look,
pardon me.
A great look, Josh. I mean, really what they were looking for is Zai just to distribute the ball because he was going to get hard, and he was already in that throwing motion whenever Leal and others were there applying that pressure. So although it did look like a catchable, makeable ball for Rowan Nylander, the overall goal was just to get the ball out of the hands. So now it's 3rd and long, but with the first down marker practically being at the 2-yard line, more than likely a 3rd and goal scenario.
Seth Parr wants to discuss things. He's going to use his 2nd timeout. 5:15 to go. We'll take a break. Thanks to some of our sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
Appreciate you staying with us here on Coyote Vision. Big district game here at Toyota Stadium tonight. Coyotes 1-2 in district play, taking on the Emerson Mavericks, who are 3-1 in District 4 here in 5A Region 2. Big play here in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone for Anna. Down a touchdown to Emerson. 3rd and 13. Snap. Williams going to the end zone looking for Ronald Bell. He got tripped up and no flags. Into the right side of the end zone, and the pressure put on by Christian Lyons, the defensive back. 4th and 13, and I don't see the field goal unit coming out. Now they do, we think.
And I know
there is Marquin.
Talking about that previous play, I know looking back on that, you see the play jump to and hands are being thrown as that ball is being thrown down the sideline. But whenever the wide receiver initiates contact first, then it's fair game. Let's see how this kick does.
32-yard field goal attempt, and Seth Parr has to use his final timeout. He didn't like the way that Anna was lined up there, and now the Coyotes out of timeouts. And now everybody has to get away. It would have been a 32-yard field goal attempt. He may have seen something, but we'll see what Anna wants to do here.
And
it's a quick conversation.
Right, I do think, I mean, there's just a lot of communication issues. I mean, we were talking about we don't see the field goal unit moving, and now we do, and it was kind of late into the play clock. So I bet a lot of the conversation is go for it not, do I not? And unfortunately, it took a timeout to decipher that whenever you would much rather have one timeout on a last drive with 5 minutes still remaining in this first half.
It remains a 32-yard field goal attempt for Mara Quinn. Here it is. Kick is up, and it is no good. The drive comes to an end on the Mara Quinn missed field goal.
So now looking to recognize what the flaws were on that previous drive. It certainly was a catalyst of just field position and where they were at 3rd and 13 with the first down marker at the 2-yard line. That's practically 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. And if your best option is a 42-yard kick, you really can't blame it all on the kick. You have to look at where the drive may have gone wrong before that.
5 minutes and change to go. Shelton with all the time in the world in the pocket, now moving to his left, calling his receivers away. Here comes Williams, can't get to him. Shelton throws the ball. It's going to be well short. Well, the elongation of that play, Shelton had all the time in the world before. The big Coyote linebackers were able to break through. Shelton lucky enough to stay on his feet on the scramble. And it turns into an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
And if you want to figure out what really the story was on that play, why there was so much time, Anna had a very late substitution as Rashad Bowden, number 44 for the Coyotes, came onto the field about 2 seconds before the snap was called. So practically, at the beginning of the play, it was 11 v 10.
4:49 to go, 2nd and 10. Coyote, their defense, they're obviously thinking, hey, let's get a stop here and get the ball back. They need to score. Shelton throws to the near side, caught by McLean, and he gets tackled very quickly by, that's Ryan Satsumi. Get to call his name for the first time here tonight.
So Ryan Satsumi got the tackle, and you saw Eric Bowen there, who was being guarded, I suppose to speak, by Jason Williams. He just barreled his way right through Jason Williams, and the receiver basically had no blockers on the blocking play. So that is what led Satsumi to put Anna in a great position, 3rd and deep.
Third and 8. Fake. Shelton gets wrapped up, still on his feet, and then a big second effort tackle by Martin Brown. His 2nd sack of the season. Big defensive play there for the junior Martin Brown after Shelton got initially hit by
Cash Williams.
Yeah, Cash Williams. Thank you. And now that sets up 4th and long, and here comes the Maverick punting unit out, and the Coyote defense does their job here.
Going rather quickly on this hike. This one's going to take a bounce.
And once again, we've seen that time and time again on these punts and kickoffs is the ball's not bouncing the way the kicking team wants it to. So the Coyotes are going to have excellent starting field position here for their 5th drive. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be their best starting field position of the game, Josh, for their 5th drive.
It's improving. They've started the 14, drive 1, 16, drive 2, 28-yard line, drive 3, 37-yard line in drive 4. And here for drive 5, they're going to start in Mavericks territory as they'll get going at the 37. Snap, handoff, Chumley, and gets met quickly, falls forward, gains 4. Get updated stats on Edward Chumley. 12 carries for him tonight, 58 yards, and has the lone Coyote touchdown.
And looking at previous games, if you're a frequent Coyote watcher, you see how destructive that Chumley can be. This is a very qualified run defense in Frisco Emerson as Agape Lawrence on the swift tackle there.
Well, we had a big block there from Cash Williams, who is essentially playing the fullback position as he was shoving some of the Mavericks away to clear the road for Chumley. And now this is 3rd and 3 now.
And that's really accounting for the great vision that this this baby blue defense has.
Throwing to the end zone, and it's going to be overthrown to Gentry. One-on-one coverage with Malik Hawkins, and that sets up 4th and 3. It was a good fake. Thought they were going to hand it off to Chumley once again. So here we go again. Another 4th down try for the Coyotes.
50% on the night on 4ths.
Handoff, Chumley, plenty of space. He's in the secondary. He's past the 5. Touchdown for the Coyotes. A Melissa feed and seed Coyote touchdown. And Anna is an extra point away from tying this game as Edward Chumley explodes.
Up the middle, you saw that acrobatic move from Dylan Jeffers, able to get out of the way on that one. You saw him high-leg it out of there. But what I want to talk about is the timeline going on from here. Not only does what Edward Chumley did gives Frisco Emerson in a bad spot, they basically have a 2-minute drill with only one timeout. That gives a great resting time for the offense as well. The offensive drives have accumulated a very high snap count going forward in this first half, Josh.
You look at the replay, Chumley on the run with his second touchdown here tonight. Now 11 on the season. All but one game this year, that was against Gunner, that Chumley has had multiple touchdowns, and he's had 2 touchdowns rushing in each of the now last 4 games for Anna. And he is well on his way to eclipsing 2,000 yards career rushing in his 3rd official year on the varsity team with the Coyotes. What a player. Seen him make some plays on the defensive side of the ball several times this year. Of course, remember Edward Chumley, the offensive MVP in the state title game against Chapel Hill over at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, that game was crazy. 16 carries in a state championship game, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. You really saw how much this team relied on him, anchored on him, and Zai as a junior and a sophomore respectively. Now, Josh, going into this season, we've already seen it, 6 games played already for the Coyotes. Now the senior and junior working really well as the duo in the backfield.
Well, remember, he also had a receiving touchdown in that state title game as well. Marroquin ready to kick off. We had a tie ball game, 2:21 to go before halftime, and Marroquin nearly hits the white hat. So it'll be a touchback for Emerson. That's a nice response by both sides of the ball for the Coyotes after they could not get the 4th down conversion over to Gentry. Defense comes up with a big stop, and it takes just 5 plays for Anna on short field to get the Chumley touchdown to tie the ball game 14-14.
And that's exactly what you wanted. In a short field situation where your drive started on the 40-yard line, you did not want to see multiple 3rd down conversions. And in fact, there were none. There was one 4th down conversion, which now they're 66%, 2 of 3 on the day on 4th downs. But that is exactly what you wanted. 5 plays and a success.
Rush up the middle for Nick Clark. He gains 11 on the first play for the Mavericks. They have 1 timeout remaining. There is 2:10 to go. Clock running here.
And in case you are a first-time viewer, this is not like the professionals or the college game. There is no 2-minute warning / timeout. Clock still runs.
Pitch over to the left side. Clark trying to escape Martin Brown, and he'll get stopped on his sideline as he gets to the 39-yard line. 3-yard gain to set up 2nd and 7.
And if you want to flash back to what I said in the first quarter, it's been almost about 30 minutes real time here, Josh, that they've ran that pitch play. And before, they've been averaging about 8 or 9 yards on each attempt. Now with that one from the statement that was sent earlier, now only a 3-yard gain on pitch play.
Clark again, and George Rogers with a big open field tackle there, as they'll give Clark a yard. George Rogers, great defensive play there. Had 6 tackles a week ago. Also saw him catch a touchdown pass.
And the tail end of that Independence
from Tristan Nylander.
And George Rogers now with 2 tackles in bookend plays. So 2 tackles so far on this Emerson drive. And Martin Brown also rises up to 5 total tackles on the game.
75 seconds left.
And still sticking with the run offense, even though time is the enemy.
McLean in motion. Shelton drops back to pass, and it's incomplete. Just underneath of his intended receiver, William Wells. And that sets up 4th down from the 40. There's 1:02 to go. We've seen this time and time again. Should Anna get this ball back cleanly, I don't think they're going to go down quietly to end this half.
And that screenplay really fumbled because of Carter Dietz. He absolutely barreled his way through these screeners for Frisco Emerson, leaving nobody to screen the returner, or excuse me, the receiver.
Punt is away from Peter Coetzee. And it once again takes a bounce that is favorable for the return team and the Coyotes to have the ball with 53.3 seconds left to go. Looks to be at the 29-yard line.
And one thing I want to talk about the Emerson offense, so I'm sure we'll pick up again on it once we get on the other side of halftime, but this was a offense that was really favorable towards the passing game in the middle of the season. They clocked in 320 yards passing yards total against Denison. And in the previous game against Liberty, DJ Shelton did not play. And it's clear that he is still recovering from the time that he lost in the previous week, favoring more of a rushing game compared to in the air.
Throw. Bell, the catch, gets wrapped up out of bounds, and they're going to keep the clock rolling here as Bell makes the grab at the 35-yard line, second down. Now they have stopped the clock to spot it.
Spotting.
I think it overruled it. Now they are going to roll the clock there to spot the ball. 47 seconds. Now the clock starts.
There we go.
Second and short. Williams was looking up, deep up the field, and he overthrows Kennedy in the middle, and that falls incomplete.
Unfortunate. That's a really scary play for Michael Kennedy. Might have been actually a better reality that he did not catch that ball, because if he's focused on the ball, then he is not prepared for the coming across the middle hit by Agape Lawrence that he got hit with. At least for missing that ball, he was able to shield himself just a little bit. Absolutely need to keep Michael Kennedy.
Ace Traylor was the deep man on that play. Williams is going to go down here, and he's going to lose a yard on the third down. And with 25 seconds left, stop the clock. Not sure if Emerson took a timeout here or not.
They're looking for something. Anna's going to take it as a timeout as they're going to figure out what they're doing, but there is likely time going to be added back onto the clock. It stands at 25 right now.
Coyotes bringing out the punting unit.
I don't understand why the clock would stop necessarily. Whatever the clock is going to be, the play clock will outnumber the real-time clock. Now they reset it at 25. I'm confused, Josh.
Well, remember the Mavericks, they have one timeout left, and now the officials will once again huddle up as we have a little confusion here in the waning seconds of this first half.
Me too. They just reset the in-game clock, the in-stadium clock, to 31, and the play clock stands at 25, which is standard, which means that Emerson had taken a timeout, I believe.
Just simply resetting the clock, and now I'm not sure. Thought the clock would be rolling now, but nevertheless, this snap is high. Williams has to go back. He picks it up. He's got to get out of there, and he's still on his feet, breaks a few tackles, and he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Disaster for the Coyotes. We have seen some snap troubles here tonight as the center and quarterback not on the same page for Anna, and this is going to cost them dearly, and the defense will have to make a Herculean stop as the ball is going to be put at the, I think they've got it at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and what a gift for Emerson.
So much negativity surrounding that play. All I will say is that there was a massive amount of time that the Coyotes had to sit out there with the special teams unit in between deciding what the play clock and the real clock were sitting at. So now we're going to move on to Emerson's drive, where they start on about the 20 seconds remaining. Emerson still somehow with a timeout.
Let's see what they got. Shelton, shotgun formation, snap. They're going to hand it off. Clark, and he's stopped. Now remember, the Emerson Mavericks have a timeout left.
No, they don't. The head coach is signaling a spike.
They have
so
one
just gonna keep
timeout
going.
still on the board, so they're still going. 8 seconds here. Everybody's getting in formation. Obviously, they didn't. That timeout was charged. They're going to spike the ball here. Shelton not happy. He's running back to his head coach, Kendall Miller. So yes, that's exactly what happened. The Mavericks had to take a timeout before the punt. They haven't updated on the video board yet.
And that's what we were going off of this whole time. Sorry about the confusion.
So 4 seconds to go, and the big stop by the Coyote defense. I think it was Austin Crowley who had that previous tackle.
I agree.
And now they're going to bring in the field goal unit. So it'll be John Pacheco to kick. Kick is up and good. That could have been worse, but the Coyote defense from the 1.5-yard line forces a field goal to end the half. It is halftime here at Toyota Stadium. The Mavericks lead the Coyotes 17-14. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the second half here on Coyote Vision.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For your halftime enjoyment, please welcome to the field the award-winning Anna High School Kayak Drill Team. Strutting down the field are the 2024-2025 dance officers. On your left, Junior Lieutenant Cambry Johnson. On your right, Senior Lieutenant Carlos Martinez. And in the center, two-time Captain Ray Del Bosque Center. The Coyote social representatives are Aaliyah Abrams, Mackenzie Shaw, and Tegan Scarbo. The Coyotes of the week are Tegan Scarbo, Ruth Danita Irunzi, and Elma Chorney. Tonight, they will be performing a field skirt routine to Lady Gaga's first pop hit, Just Dance. The Coyotes are under the direction of Miss Whitney Wilson. The Coyotes drill team would like to thank our amazing sponsors for their love and support. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And continuing your halftime entertainment, Anna High School is proud to present the 2023 Conference 4A State Bronze Medal Award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band. This week, the Coyote Bandsmen of the Week are Kaylee Ray Walker and Diego Torres. This week's section of the week is the flutes. This week's guard member of the week is Riley Pence. Tonight, for your halftime entertainment, the Coyote Marching Band will perform their UIL competition show entitled Fantasy. Featured performers are Annabelle Canari, Richard Delatorre, Chloe Wilson, Chandler Lichnowsky, Colton Roper, Andrew Walls, Jack Hopper, Avery Jones, and Carson Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of Assistant Drum Majors Matthew Accarinti, Kylie Carter, Camila Cortez, and Drum Major Veronica Rodriguez Morales, please put your hands together for your 2023 Conference 4A Bronze Medal Award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band. Justin Wallace is the Director of Bands for Anna ISD. Assistant Directors are Joel Solis, Marcus Lutz, Damian Waits, and Isaac Palermo. The Coyote Band would like to thank the vast collective of amazing people that contribute to our production each year. From students to parents, to teachers to administrators and school board members, we simply could not do it without your support. Now let's hear it one more time for your 2023 State Bronze Medal Award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote Spirit gear. When you're ready for some good eating, you're ready for Crow's Country Cafe. When it comes to insurance, we're the winning team. Heatherly Agency. Making dreams come true, Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, you're driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. Come to Roma's Italian. Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
Welcome back live here on Coyote Vision. Josh Sowers alongside Nash Lowry and the rest of our Coyote Vision team crew here at Toyota Stadium. Interesting first half. Nash 17-14. Could be worse for the Coyotes after a disastrous last possession. Left Emerson with a field goal. Really a bit of an odd first half. Zandre Williams just 8 of 19, 78 yards in that first half. But Edward Chumley, he has been efficient. 2 touchdowns, 15 carries, 88 yards for Chumley. What do you expect from these two teams in the second half?
In the second half, I expect one team, mainly being the Anna Coyotes, to try and limit the mistakes, especially some of the mistakes that come off of snaps. Like you said, Josh, in the break, over, I believe the number is 64 combined yards lost between those offensive snap fumbles that the Anna Coyotes faced earlier in those previous halves. If I'm Frisco Emerson, I'm having a lot of success whenever I decide to throw the ball, so I might see a little bit more of a pass-heavy offense going into the second half as DJ Shelton has clearly hit his momentum, Josh.
Nick Clark's been the bell cow for Emerson. 10 carries for him, 52 yards. DJ Shelton, 6 carries, 11 yards. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Blake McLean and 1 to Jason Williams. Anna gets the ball to start this second half, trailing by 3. As we await for the kick from John Pacheco, who before the break made his 3rd field goal of the season. This one, chip shot of a kickoff, and it'll be fielded by, it's George Rogers who fields that ball. And he'll get it out just short of the 40-yard line. So we see George Rogers on that kickoff return unit, and they're going to spot him. They're going to put him, looks like, about the 37-yard line as the Coyotes begin their 7th drive of the game.
So just about above average, and when it comes to their starting position for the Coyotes so far this game. They've started a lot around the 16 to 20 range and now just moved up.
Has knocked down immediately. That's going to set up second down. Another great effort there from Nate Leal in that 23 baby blue uniform.
And that's the 3rd deflection of the game for the Mavericks in total. That's the 2nd one by Nate Leal and one still belonging to number 20, Jackson Canada.
2nd and 10, 4 wide receivers. Chumley, he's going to take the handoff, and Chumley gets through a couple tackles, and he's got a big place to run here past the 20-yard line. 10, Chumley tripped up, falls into the end zone. Touchdown for the Coyotes. It's a Melissa Feed and Seed Coyote touchdown. Edward Chumley.
And just in the way he did it before, he splits through that gap by the center and the right guard. Then he spots his safety, who has the back turn. It's the same player from before, Malik Hawkins. Left, right. Then finally one dive at the legs and a college reach into the end zone for Edward Chumley.
A 63-yard, 2-play drive, and Chumley capitalizes it, forcing a couple broken tackles. And the Coyotes have taken the lead. There was an injured Maverick wearing the number 35 uniform, not on the roster we have. He has walked off the field as the Morrow Quinn extra point is good, and the Coyotes take a 21-17 lead as we just begin this second half. Here in the third quarter, we're getting a look at the replay here. Thanks to the fine folks at Toyota Stadium on the stream. Edward Chumley, left, right, and just gets into the end zone. What a run from Edward Chumley. He has a 3-touchdown game here tonight.
And what I didn't see before in that play was that Rowan Nylander, the number 9 shirt, was actually blocking 2 Emerson Mavericks on the way down there. I mean, we wonder why Chumley had so much space on the right side. It was really because of Rowan Nylander. And then Chumley obviously scorched his way all the way for 6.
Edward Chumley has tied his career high with 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. Last time he did that in the China Spring playoff game last season. First time this year he's had 3 touchdowns or more in a contest.
There's a very cool game, very rainy game out in Joshua, Texas.
Yeah, you were there that night.
God, boy, was I. We were on like the 7th floor of that game.
This one will be returned by Caden Camps, and he gets met by Ace Traylor and another Coyote over there as well. Eric Bowen gets to call his name for the first time here tonight, as the Coyotes now have a 21-17 lead.
And the Coyotes are on the good side of this lead. Really, there's no bad lead you can hold unless it's a 1-point lead or a 2-point lead, really. But now Emerson is in the situation where if they scored the common touchdown and extra point, they're only going to be up by 3 at the end of it, which means that Anna can, of course, tie with a field goal. However, when Anna is up right now by 4, a field goal will not be able to tie it.
Shelton immediately throws to the right side. Jason Williams, he lost the ball. It's picked up by George Rogers. Rogers into the end zone. A defensive touchdown for the Coyotes. George Rogers with an electric play. And this game has totally flipped over.
Man, and what a punch from Zay Gentry. Lord have mercy. I would love to see that again. I want to hang that on my bedside wall and make sure it's the first thing that I look at every morning. Zay Gentry with a dive after this. Look at the ball. It comes loose. George Rogers, he takes the extra contact on the sideline and stays in. That shoe did look a little bit wide and potentially on the sideline, but they are going to continue with this play. And George Rogers, once this kick goes off, he will keep the glory.
Kick is good. It is 28-17. Gentry with the punch, and George Rogers with a scoop and score as he takes it to the house. And what was a 17-14 lead for the Mavericks is now a 28-17 lead for the Coyotes with 11:13 to go in this third quarter. We're not even a minute elapsed, and we've already had 2 scores.
Josh, it really doesn't look like these Coyotes had they went into the locker room and they did not sit down whatsoever. They practically had a 30-minute scrimmage, a 30-minute practice to really assess what went wrong in the previous half. That is what this championship caliber team is made of. Whenever they might be a little bit down in the dumps going into halftime, down 3, they're not going to sulk and loom over what happened in the previous thing. They're going to get right back into it, and we just saw that right now. 2 touchdowns in practically 2 plays.
George Rogers' first career defensive touchdown. Remember, we saw him primarily back up Edward Chumley as a running back a season ago for the state title team. Marroquin ready to kick off.
And just the mentality is totally shifted in this game. The atmosphere, it was still before, and now it is so wavy.
That was a professional kickoff there from Marroquin. That bounced out of the end zone. 11:13 to go in the third. We've already had 2 touchdowns for Anna.
Crazy. Man, God, the energy is just so up right now. But as this energy is up now, as this defensive unit comes out there, this is really the second play that the defensive unit has had to see. Just because the tensions are high and the hype is real right now, the calm nerves need to stay composed underneath the pressure. Don't play too much hero ball. Stick within the system.
Emerson gets this one started from the 25-yard line. Shelton with the fake pitch. Gets through a couple Coyotes, and he's brought down from behind by Cash Williams. Appears to be a 9-yard gain right next to the first down marker. It'll be second and very short. While we have a second, last night, Prosper Walnut Grove 64-7 over Frisco Liberty. And then here tonight, other scores from around. Denison is up on Frisco Memorial, 34-zip. Lovejoy, 56-0 over Independence. And another big defensive play for the Coyotes.
And if you kind of forgot, that was second in inches there. That was second and less than a yard. So now that pushes it back to third and 2 now.
It was Nick Clark on the run. So Clark had 55 yards at the half, loss of 3 there. So now third and short again, but Coyotes, they've got all the energy right now for this defensive unit. Snap, fake, Shelton to the run. He's got the first down, uses a big block, and he's taking it down the left sideline. Crowley chases Shelton out of bounds. Big first down effort there from DJ Shelton.
And DJ Shelton was able to clear that room. Once again, this is an option, and he's got 2 big blocks. That first block on 17 on, Josiah Smith, and then that second block down on Eric Bowen. That's really what cleared him up. That second one with Bowen looked like it dragged on the contact for just a little bit too long. Nevertheless, DJ Shelton, long run.
Big time response there for the Mavericks. Clark, fake to the running back, and Shelton's going to throw here to the near side. Jason Williams the catch. He's met quickly by a whole host of Coyotes, including George Rogers and Zay Gentry. It was Gentry.
And that was a fake initially over, and then he went back again. And look at the head contact. Man, that one is rough. There's head contact there between Dietz and I believe that was Caden Stribling. So now looking forward to that, I'm just a little bit wary of Dietz and Stribling going forward. But still, great tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9, set up on the Anna Coyotes 30.
Kendall Miller, former head coach of South Oak Cliff, now coaching Emerson, trying to get his correct personnel on the team. 2nd and 9 here, and they'll fake the handoff. Shelton's pass gets through Williams, and it's caught once again by Jason Williams, and he'll spin forward, finally wrapped up enough, and it looks like the spot is going to be 1.5 yards short, maybe 2 yards.
And similar to what Jackson Canada has been working with previous in this game, as well as Nate Leal, you saw how Cash Williams, Josh, jumped up in his stance, really got up there to try and get a block on that one. Just barely off the mark. I guarantee next time when he goes for it, he'll get it.
3rd and 3. Shelton with the fake, takes it up the middle, gets wrapped up by Austin Crowley. And the spot is maybe 1 yard short. It's 4th down. But again, the Mavericks are in Coyote territory.
Yep, they will keep it as fourth. Both of the line judges rule it as fourth. I initially thought that the close line judge thought it was a first, but the far line judge, of course, viewing from the camera angle, was going to rule it as a fourth, but now it's 4th and 2.
4th and 2, yes. Fake snap. No jump there. Almost a jump from the Coyotes.
Heck,
they don't do it yet.
I jumped. Man. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
that's 2 in motion.
And it's going to be a false start as Ramond Brown and Matt Bortolasi jumped. And I think this should be, false start. And that is a big-time Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty on the Mavericks.
So if you want to get a little bit into a deep dive and figure out exactly why this happened, it is because 2 offensive players moved at the same time. Yes, on offense, there's a thing called motion where you can move one normally skilled player at a time, but you cannot move 2 players at the same time if your formation is already set. So the reason why that was called a false start is because both of the linemen moved at the same time. 4th and 6.
The Coyote fans and the Coyote bench, they're going to go crazy if they get this stop. 4th and 6. Shelton, the snap, fake, throwing to the end zone, and it's caught! Wow! Touchdown, Jason Williams. They convert the 4th and 6.
And this ball.
That is a beautiful ball thrown, and what a great catch. Wow. Israel Johnson providing the defense, but that is a heck of a catch from Jason Williams. It's 28-23.
Nothing you can really say about that. That's ball placement and secure hands.
Extra point. Good. 7:12 to go. It happens fast here in the third quarter. Coyotes 28, Mavericks 24. We'll take a break here on Coyote Vision.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete System from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
28-24. Coyotes lead, but the Mavericks with a big-time answer on a great throw from DJ Shelton, who has his 3rd passing touchdown tonight, 11 touchdowns on the season for Shelton. Here's the kickoff. They'll squib it and takes a bobble on Rogers, picks it up, now runs to the right sideline, and he gets hit hard, stays on his feet.
Wow.
Big hit by Jason Wooden there.
Did you see his body language after that one, too? Man, you said he got hit hard. It seemed like he just took in those 3 Emerson Mavericks and just shoved them right out.
So now the Coyote offense gets started at the 28-yard line. .707 to go in this third. Snap Williams, handoff Chumley. He's got space, makes the turn, stops, flag comes in. Chumley gets dragged down at the 35-yard line.
And you had a few linemen moving over there on the left side with Chumley. I believe this one is going to be flagged on Peyton Miller.
It is a hold. Third penalty on Anna in this ball game. For the most part, it's been clean. We did have a few penalties cancel each other out.
Right, the most amount of penalties really happened in the first drive with those cancels out. Now I believe that eclipses just the 5 mark.
1st and 20. Williams up the middle and incomplete. Traylor could not hang on to it.
And it was a really good play design from the Anna Coyote offense on this first and long. Really, the main way that you're going to gain yards on these long first downs is going to be screen plays, plays that take a long time to develop and run a lot of clock off. Instead, they offered to show the screen and then just cut over it by going to trailer. Sadly, it does not work out. Now second down from the same position.
Trailer made 2 catches for 33 yards in the first half. Williams fakes now, calls for Kennedy, but he threw it right to the Mavericks. Malik Hawkins. Interception. 6th interception thrown this year by Ziondre. And a big turnover there. And the Mavericks have a short field to work with. Him and Kennedy not on the same page. Here's the throw. We'll get a look at it. And that was one of the easiest interceptions Malik Hawkins will have.
Just simply a difference in routes. It seemed like Zai wanted Michael Kennedy to cut back, but I believe Kennedy's initial plan was to run a post route, that which is when you cut back towards the middle of the field on a deep route, making that kind of post. And just mix up between the plays, and Hawkins was really the wide receiver there. Anyway, jumping forward.
Mavericks start in the red zone. Handoff up the middle. Prescia Allen. Called his name a few times here tonight, his 3rd official carry. Austin Crowley makes the tackle for the Coyotes.
Really racking up there in total tackles. It seems that every other call, if not every call, has Austin Crowley's name in it. You can always find that 31 out there somewhere.
When the pendulum swings once again in this one, and now the Mavericks trying to take the lead back.
H-back set up on the right side, number 19 set up. It's Talavera.
High snap, Shelton able to hang on to it. A flag comes in on the far sideline, right where essentially the line of scrimmage is, as Shelton able to fall forward for a couple, but now we have to check the marker. False start. And that is a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty. 4th penalty on Emerson. .5:52 to go in this third. Competitive ball game, as we expected from these two teams.
Now looking to get a little bit of semblance. So the down actually changes to 3rd down. The referee just signaled a false start and then dug it off. So I believe that they declined that false start. So instead of moving back a little bit, it will stay 3rd and 8.
Yeah, you're right, Nash. So now a little strategy being played here.
And that just totally changes Emerson's game plan going into this.
So Seth Parr's defense, they want to force the 3rd and long. Here's a snap. It's over Shelton's head. Now it's a race for the football. And falling on top of it, or did the Coyotes come up with it late? Because Nick Clark, I don't think ever had control of it, but maybe he did. Coyotes were signaling that they have it. They do not. It is staying Emerson's possession, and the Coyote fans not happy with the call. Clock continues to run.
And I wish I had.
And Austin Crowley came up with that football. You just saw it on the replay.
You're right.
Wow. So evidently at some point, Nick Clark had that ball, and he was touched when he was down, but then referees say he lost it, but the Coyote fans not happy. Either way, it's 4th and 29 now, and the punting unit is out for the Mavericks. And it is away from Peter Coetzee. And this ball is behind one of the Coyotes. It's going to roll. It's going to stop right at the 10-yard line. So what the Coyotes had trouble with, snapping the ball, strikes the Mavericks here in the second half as that ball was hiked over the head of DJ Shelton, and it forces a punt. Coyotes retain the lead, and now they'll have the ball, 5:03 to go in the third.
And practically this is a kickoff, really, because they're starting from, well, excuse me, not a kickoff. They're going to start this one from the 10. So I believe this is going to be the worst starting field position for the Coyotes. I believe they started at 16-yard line twice. Can you check me, Josh?
Well, remember their first possession, they started at the 14. They went 86 yards, 9 plays for a Chumley touchdown.
What would I do without you?
Stats.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 10. Coyotes trying to get their first road win of the year. In their second road game on the season. Nothing much there for the Coyotes. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, Agape Lawrence and Parker Reese just engulfed Chumley there, got him from either side down for the tackle. Chumley still able to get those contact, and those are some big guys after he receives the contact from them. Still gets positive yardage.
Edward Chumley right now is 5 yards away from his career high in rushing yards in his career. He's 157, he's at 152. Williams, high snap, airs it to the right side, and it's out of the reach of Zay Gentry. We've seen that a few times here tonight. Zandre Williams has just been a yard or two strong on those throws, but you got to give the Mavericks defense credit. Now, that's one of the few times we've seen these Coyotes receivers get ahead of these safeties and defensive backs, but Williams just a bit too much on it, trying to find Gentry there.
And it's really a matter of the initial man-to-man pressure that they put. If you're a defensive back, you are allowed to give one shove at the beginning of a receiver's route run, and that's what's been stopping them from going these deep routes.
3rd and 8. Maverick fans, they're making noise, and Williams up the middle. He's got nowhere to go. Gains 2 yards on the carry. As Andre now at 90 yards rushing, his 7th carry, and the Coyote punting unit out to play.
Jason Williams set up on the Anna Coyotes 45 on this side of the field, the 45.
Mavericks are thinking good field position here on the Williams punt. It's away. Williams is going to call fair catch, and he'll have it at the 45-yard line, and that is where the Mavericks will get this drive started. So a couple big defensive stops for these two teams after the calamity of offense and then the big turnover by the Mavericks in this second half, 28-24.
And practically these teams did the same thing. We saw Anna have 2 back-to-back plays off of a turnover that Emerson produced with that fumble that was caused by Zay Gentry, I believe. And they scored 2 back-to-back. Then Emerson scores a touchdown, and they get some production off of a turnover. And luckily, the Anna defense, through pure effort, able to stifle that one.
Nick Clark gets met pretty quickly at the line of scrimmage, then goes backwards.
And you can mark everybody down for a team tackle,
including Draylon McMahon. You saw bear crawl out of there. So far through this one, 255 total yards for Anna, 238 for Frisco. Emerson. Anna's been able to run the ball over 170 yards rushing for Emerson, just over 80. Passing, though, Emerson, 154 yards passing, just 78 for the Coyotes so far in this one. 2nd and 10 from the 45 on the no gain. Clark met quickly, still on his feet, and here comes not 2 but 3 Coyotes. And Martin Brown was the first one there with a little help from Cash Williams, and the forward progress at least keeps the ball at the 48-yard line, 3rd and long. And Martin Brown, who's having a heck of a year in his first year with the Coyotes on the varsity side, makes another big play defensively, his 3rd tackle for loss this season.
Martin Brown is the pure example when skills meet smarts. It's not only how strong are you and can you fight over opposing defensive linemen, it's also about your positioning. You can be strong as all get out, but if you're set up 10 yards away from the play and you don't recognize where it's going, the smarts and the brawn isn't going to get you there.
We got a whistle, flags come flying in. Anna is celebrating and they think this is a false start. That's a Texas Bank overdraft notice penalty, 5th penalty on Emerson tonight.
And it started out as a 3rd and long, already more than 10, and this pushes it closer to 20.
Now we're seeing just 2 bruising defenses battle it out right now.
But we've also seen that Frisco Emerson does not shy away from these long distances. We've seen them convert a 4th, especially like they did on that previous touchdown.
3rd and 18, Shelton scrambling. Gaining yards at the 45, still on his feet. Finally, Austin Crowley comes in. Healthy gain. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now this is a manageable 4th down for Emerson here.
And if you want to relate
the
it,
scramble from Shelton. Go ahead, Nash.
Right, if you want to relate it to what we've seen earlier, Josh, Anna actually did nearly this exact same thing. Similar field position. They might have been set up on the 40 or the 35. And whenever you're within 5 yards, Josh, if Anna is able to turn over on downs and they get it, this is technically bad field position. So this makes total sense.
4th and 4. Remember what happened to the Mavericks in the last time they converted a 4th down. They threw a 30-yard touchdown pass. Nobody jumps for the Coyotes. Play clock's at 1, and Kendall Miller got a timeout in. Big 4th down upcoming with 1:05 to go in this 3rd quarter. Here's a word from our Coyote Vision sponsors.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Timeout comes to an end. Coyotes break from their huddle. 1:05 to go. 4th and 4. The Mavericks trailing by 4. Need to get to the 35-yard line. See what the Coyote defense can come up with here. Shelton back. He's got Clark to his right. 3 wide receivers for the Mavericks. Here comes pressure. Pass thrown, caught by Clark, and he's going to be stopped short. And the Coyote defense forces a turnover on downs. Carter Dietz with the play. And the Coyotes celebrating on the other sideline. And another massive defensive stop for Anna in this 3rd quarter.
Your main catalyst of this play, why it worked out so well, Caden Stribling was in the absolute perfect spot. Not only was he in the perfect spot to fight over that screen play to immediately make a play on the ball, but whenever the running back started running, he stood firm and did not give over confidential ground. Caden Stribling stood his ground. What a stalwart of a defensive player.
57.5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Coyotes get their drive started here at their own 38. Handoff, Chumley ran into his own player and still able to manage maybe a yard as he crashed into Jesse Vasquez, the offensive lineman. It'll be 2nd and 9. 3 touchdown night from Edward Chumley.
And by now he has already gotten his career high in rushing. We only have an approximate number, not an official one.
He'll snap it. Here's a throw to the right side. Bell with the catch, and he'll get tackled down right at the 1st down marker. Bell's 3rd catch here tonight. That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, and we'll make sure they don't try to sneak one in, and they won't. Into the 3rd. Coyotes 28, Mavericks 24. We're back here in a moment on Coyote Vision.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit. Peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes!
Thanks for being with us here on Coyote Vision. And again, we are taking the Toyota Stadium stream. They're playing a video in this stadium. We're going to hike the ball here. 1st and 10. We're playing. Pandemonium.
And it's about a 4-yard gain as
We're taking our wireless camera now.
one of the offensive linemen, Marcos Rivera, was tackled out. Chumley got forward for about 3 or 4, but was tackled by a whole blue wave.
Thanks, Nash. Yeah, the referees, they're not waiting on the video. They're not waiting on those spots to play. So 2nd and 6. Coyotes with a 4-point lead on Emerson. First ever meeting for these two teams. Here's a snap. Williams hands it off to his running back, Chumley. Gets met quickly. Still on his feet, still alive. He was on top of Jesse Vasquez. And Agape Lawrence makes the play there. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And Emerson, I want to say, and it's differing standpoints, because you can look at those plays and say they've done a really good job at limiting Edward Chumley this game. But Chumley also has a career high. So what really is the storyline?
It's a trailer catch. That's the storyline on the 3rd down, and he'll get outside to the sideline, and that is a Heatherly Allstate Coyote 1st down. Ace Trailer makes his 3rd catch of the night. Most catches by any Coyotes here this evening.
You're right. And for Ace Trailer's storyline, I want y'all watching at home, maybe just watch Ace Trailer some of these next plays. See how much effort he puts in off the ball and how much his play can impact what happens.
1st and 10, looking at Chumley in the flat. Instead, they'll throw it to Rowan. No, pardon me, that's Michael Kennedy, and he'll fall forward for a 1st down. Good redemption on those two parts right there. And Kennedy with his 2nd reception here tonight.
And 2 successive passes. I mean, check me, Josh, but I don't think that's happened for the Coyotes at all tonight.
Oh, and Ziondre now 9 of 24. 1st and 10. 10:25 to go. Pitch, Chumley, left side, trying to break a tackle, and he gets tied up by Tyson Cannon, senior defensive back.
Really well-formed tackle by Cannon. I mean, that was practically in the open field the way he gator rolled around that leg.
2nd and 9.
And I know it's been a common theme throughout this game with the validity of 4th downs, but the Coyotes are now in that range where instead of having only 2nd and 3rd, you now have the whole entire play count.
Up the middle, the referee had to duck, or the umpire had to duck, and Rowan Nylander with a 1st down. A Heatherly Allstate Coyote 1st down. And now the Coyotes also in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone.
And he hit Rowan Nylander, and you would have me convinced that the that the umpire in the middle surrounding the ball is beginning to believe the way he matrixed around that ball.
2nd catch for Nylander here tonight. And the Coyotes looking to go up 2 scores. Ronald Bell. Handoff. All the space in the world for Edward Chumley, who has his 4th rushing touchdown of the night. Coyotes. A Melissa Feed and Seed Coyote touchdown. That just looked too easy, Nash.
And this is Chumley parting the Red Sea, essentially is what it is. I mean, I was looking down at my notes, checking out the superlatives before the play count, and Chumley got it, and everybody else just like felt his aura and got out of the way. Chumley, maybe one of the easiest rushing touchdowns he has seen so far in his career.
Desmar Marquin in for the extra point. Rowan Nylander is the holder. Jeffers the snap. And it is up and good. Pardon me, Peyton Miller snapped that ball. And it is now 34-24. And the Coyote offense responds with the 62-yard, 8-play drive that results in the Edward Chumley touchdown, 4 on the night for the Coyote running back. And now they have their largest lead of the night, 35-24, 9:03 to go. As we saw in that first minute to start this second half, Nash, we got a long way to go.
We really do. I mean, so much can happen within just 2 plays. Anna scoring 2 touchdowns on practically 2 back-to-back plays. If you remember the caused fumble by Zay Gentry, the recovery by George Rogers just after that Edward Chumley touchdown. And then with Chumley's touchdown just now, I mean, so much can happen so quickly in this game. Both teams are really susceptible to turnovers, as we've seen tonight. In their previous games, Frisco Emerson has been averaging, I know this isn't a real number, but it's just over 1 fumbles a game. Practically every team they go up against, they cause at least 1 fumble.
Kickoff for Marquin, and this one could be fit. We got a flag coming, 2 flags coming at the line of scrimmage, and the ball is actually going to roll out of bounds. That'll be a flag itself.
And because this one was at the offensive line of scrimmage, well, that's what line of scrimmage means.
Well, you saw there late Bo Brown entered, and then immediately basically never got set. I think that's what they might flag here back at the kicking line. And then obviously with the kick going out of bounds, that's a penalty.
Likely to multiply on each other, these penalties are.
Yeah, and the kicking out of bounds is more severe than what would be a offsides.
Because that moves it
or
up.
A false start, I should say, on the kick.
That moves it up 15 yards from the spot of where it went out of bounds, I believe.
Right now, they have this ball marked at the 30.
Still figuring it out. And some of the Mavericks also want to get the call. That's why they're in there. Surely. And like we said, there are a ton of moving parts. Here we go.
So the false starts declined on the kick and then kicking out of bounds. So they'll move the ball to the 35-yard line. .9:03 to go. 11-point lead for Anna. First ever game here at Toyota Stadium for these Coyotes. And 1st and 10 for DJ Shelton and his Mavericks. He'll take it himself on the fake, and he's got plenty of space, and he gets wrapped up by Ryan Satsumi. He'll fall forward, and that is a Maverick first down. Anna has 17 first downs tonight. Emerson with 9.
Wow. And you can talk about how dominant the Anna offense has been, but then you can also look at the Emerson side and see their offensive production. One thing, I'm going to talk about another thing about DJ Shelton's efficiency when we get after this.
1st and 10, ball near midfield. Shelton takes himself, sidesteps, squeezes through the defense, and gains 5 yards on the play.
So for any baseball lovers at home, a common term whenever a hitter is in a slump, instead of calling it a slump, one might call it they have the yips. And I feel like that was definitely the case for DJ Shelton early in the year. His first 3 games, 42 quarterback rating, 91, 83. In the first 3 games, he had 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Now, with what he's produced tonight, that's 10 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, mind you, 10 passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions. So DJ is totally hitting it off.
And that one is dropped
as soon as
on
I
the
say that.
2nd and 5. Jason Williams unable to come up with the play. This is an Emerson team that has only lost 6 games in 3 seasons.
And if you are just now tuning in, what we've been talking about, a lot of the storyline, Emerson 5-1 on the season, and their only loss this season was a 1-point loss against Walnut Grove, 29-28.
They lead district. They're undefeated. Shelton throwing up the middle. He's got a receiver. That pass is caught by Blake McLean, and he's gone. Touchdown for the Mavericks with 7:36 to go. That Maverick explosive offense shows up here in the fourth quarter. Another great throw from Shelton.
And it's finding a weak spot in the zone, and I guarantee that play is going to be shown a lot in the film room. There were a lot of moving parts away from just where that pass was. There was miscommunication between the 2 defensive backs on the left side. That was really it, but a lot of other things as well.
The extra point is good. So obviously Kendall Miller thinks we got some more scoring to do here. They don't elect to go for 2, 7.5 to go. It's a good one tonight, 35-31. We'll take a break. Thanks some of our sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
If you build it, they will come.
.36 to go. Fourth quarter. Blake McLean with his 4th catch tonight. 38-yard pass from Shelton has cut it to a 4-point Coyote lead, 35-31.
Really great conditions out here so far in Toyota Stadium. However, whenever we started the game, there really was not any presence of wind. Now that we've gone into 9:30 p.m., the wind has picked up just about 5 miles an hour. It can provide a little bit of a change to these air balls going forward.
Well, the way the stadium is aligned, it affects more the north end zone than it does the south end zone. Coyotes are headed south. Chumley with some space, and a flag comes in late on the kickoff return by Chumley. He gets dropped at the 26-yard line. And what is this flag going to be? Flag came flying in really when Chumley caught the ball.
So it's back near the 15 if y'all are not able to see it. Here we go.
There's a hold on the Coyotes. 4th penalty on Anna tonight. And that 10-yard penalty with 7:29 to go is going to take them back to the 12-yard line. 11th drive upcoming for the Coyotes.
And there's been such a high snap count, really just drive count. You said 11th drive. There hasn't been so much of a high snap count in the second half, Josh, because of how quickly the offense has been moving. But boy, were they tired in the first part of this game.
They moved him a yard back, starting from the 11-yard line. Big possession here for the Coyotes, leading by 4. Pass caught by Traylor, and still fighting against 2 Mavericks. Nate Leal over there, and Elijah White. Oh, and Traylor caught that ball. You kind of already started looking downfield a minute because there was some open space. Nice job by the Mavericks defense to get to him quickly. 7 minutes to go. It's a 4-yard gain on the reception from Traylor.
That's a very good point, Josh. To get to him quickly, I mean, that ball was thrown way out there, practically on the numbers by the time that he received that ball.
4 wide. Throw. Gentry with his first catch tonight. Takes a big-time hit, but he's got enough for a first down, and he is up. Agape Lawrence over there, along with Tyson Cannon. Big-time play for Gentry.
And a great turn of the hips by Zy Williams as there is that hit, but Gentry shrugs it off, and he's going to continue to line up. He is spotted at just in front of the numbers on the 20.
It's his first catch tonight. Williams is going to take it himself, and he'll get knocked down just past the 25-yard line. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 now on the Williams carry.
Play definitely had a higher upside than what was actually received. It was a matter of if Chumley could pick up a hat on his block, and since Chumley was not able to pick up a hat, that results in the 3-yard gain. Still 3-yard gain to start off a set of downs.
Williams throwing to the left. Traylor can't get around his defender. Elijah White providing the coverage. And no flags on the play, and that sets up 3rd and 7. That's the Maverick fans that you hear. 5:46 to go. Coyotes in their own territory. Snap on the 3rd and 7. Scrambling. Williams stumbling out of the pocket. Has some space. Throws. Gentry makes the catch at the 50. Gentry is taking it all the way. Touchdown for the Coyotes. What a huge drive for Zay Gentry. And on 3rd and 7 from the 26, Williams throws a dime.
It's immaculate. He hit him square in that number 2. And my favorite part about that replay is the way that Zai's hips and shoulders are facing when he makes that pass to Gentry. You almost saw it wasn't really looking toward him. It's almost like a hook motion in his arm, but it really did not matter. Zay Gentry gets it, able to beat his defender for the yards after the catch. And man, if you want to call dagger, I would not argue with you.
Marquin's extra point, good. 5:33 to go. The Coyote offense answers. It is now 42-31. Gentry, a 74-yard touchdown. We'll take a break. Let's thank some sponsors here on Coyote Vision.
Thank you, Anna Education Foundation.
.533 to go. It's been an exciting one tonight here in Frisco. Coyotes taking on the Emerson Mavericks. First ever meeting for these two programs. Right now it's the Coyotes who lead 42-31. Back and forth affair so far. But the biggest play of the night, a 76-yard touchdown, 74-yard, touchdown pass to Zay Gentry from Ziondre Williams has restored the Coyotes an 11-point lead, 5.5 to go.
Not only that, but he also took a big hit from Agape on that previous play. I mean, if you look back, oh man.
He's going to take it out, and that is a huge play for the special teams. Caden Camps tried to field the ball in the end zone. He bobbled it. It rolled to his right, finally able to scoop it up, and by that time the Coyotes already within the 10-yard line, the special teams side, and they're able to take him down. They're going to get this ball at the 4-yard line. Well, guess who? It's Edward Chumley who makes the tackle.
It really is just such a confusing play, just mixed emotion and mixed tenses going on back there for Emerson, really showing how dire of a situation that they're in, looking to fair catch a ball that's about to land in the end zone anyway.
Here in the press box, we are right next to all the ANA coordinators and the coaching staff. They're in the booth next to us, and you heard a loud roar when the tackle was made by Chumley. 5:25 to go, and essentially the Mavericks, they got to go the length of the field here.
And they already used a timeout early in the first quarter, so they only have 2.
Clark exploding up the middle, gets dragged down at the 10-yard line. Carter Dietz there with the tackle.
And as we said earlier, whenever Anna first took that lead, 21-17, which I believe was just at the beginning of the third quarter. Because of the 4-point lead that Anna held at that moment, even if Emerson was able to score here, they would still be down by 4 unless they went for 2.
Shelton airing it out to McLean, incomplete. He had a chance at it. George Rogers with the coverage. Blake McLean has made a couple big catches already here tonight. 3 catches, 68 yards. That was incomplete. Mavericks are going for it there.
And McLean got really high up on that pass. That would have been the momentum turning play for the Mavericks if there was going to be one at this hour of the night.
Third, and we got a whistle. We're going to get a timeout called here by the Coyotes. 4:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break here on Coyote Vision.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas-owned, Texas-run, Texas Values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
.446 to go here in the fourth. Coyotes up 11 on Emerson, trying to get their second win in district play here tonight and force Emerson's second loss in district play. Third and short upcoming after the timeout was taken by Seth Parr and his Coyotes. They have 2 timeouts left. Emerson has 2 timeouts as well. Big third down here for Emerson. Back at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. Fake. Shelton's looking deep. He's chased, and he's wrapped up. He's sacked by the Coyotes. Caden Banks makes the play, and that sets up fourth down. Second sack of the night for the Coyotes, and it couldn't come at a bigger time. And now 4th and 7 with the ball at the 6.
And at this point, if you're the Mavericks, you need to go for this ball, because if you're down by 2 possessions, which is a touchdown and more than a field goal, you really need it. There's no room to punt here.
Timeout taken here by Kendall Miller.
Because this
for Emerson.
This play call might be the most important one of the game.
Well, you got 4:05 to go. This is a tough one here. When you look at it, you're back down well deep in your end zone. If you don't get it, I mean, the Coyotes will be knocking on the door, and you're already down by 2 scores. This game could essentially be over. You have to get it. If you punt the ball away, 1 timeout remaining now, and you're giving the Coyotes what would, unless something funky happens on special teams, they're going to have good field position
right
after this punt. This is a tough one here for the Mavericks.
And
the absolute worst thing that could have happened there, they took the sack from the Coyotes, and that's what happened.
Exactly. And you look at the Emerson season as a whole, they have not had their bye week yet. So they have played every Friday since the end of August. And so far in their last 3 games, they've only had 13 points scored on them over a course of 3 games. Now in this one, 42, only by 1 team. It's the most points they've had scored on them in a single game.
4th and 4. 4th and 7, pardon me. They are going for this. Shelton fakes the handoff, has some space, chased, he's down, that's a safety! The defense makes the play for the Coyotes. Edward Chumley, pseudo linebacker, has the sack, has the safety, 2 points for the Coyotes. They lead 44-31.
Wow, that is a message sent hitting the safety sign. That is the official sign if you're wondering what that was, or if you may have never seen it before. Chumley is going to hang that one over everybody forever. He's going to be like, hey, remember that one time where I got that safety? against the Mavericks. He's going to be bringing that up in practice and all up and down the school for the rest of the year.
3:59 to go. Coyotes will get to work with what should be a shorter field, and one timeout remaining for Emerson, down 13. All signs are pointing to go here for Anna. Emerson fans and students slowly exiting Toyota Stadium. We knew this would be a bruising battle here tonight. Two teams expected to make the playoffs this year in 5A Division II. We've seen some great plays on offense, and this Coyote defense came to play here tonight.
Absolutely.
With an explosive Emerson squad. John Pacheco kicking off here.
And everybody is pushed up. The farthest back Coyote is at the 45.
He got to kick off at the 20 with a safety. Gentry's going to run backwards, and he will field it. He'll take off from the 20. He's got real estate. He's got lots of real estate. He's going to get dragged down past the 40-yard line. What a return there by Zay Gentry. We've seen it a few times this year. Makes a big play on special teams. And we're getting the replay here in Gentry just casually. I think I'll take off with this now.
Oh, man, I've got at least
Bo
20
Brown with
yards.
a huge block.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw him up there.
Several Coyotes providing some great blocks there on the Mavericks.
Wow, and this place was about to explode if Gentry was able to go all the way just after what he did on the previous drive.
Gentry, 2 catches, 82 yards tonight with a touchdown. Zai Williams has now thrown for over 200 yards passing. Edward Chumley has a career high 176 yards and a career high 4 rushing touchdowns this evening. 3:51 to go. Emerson has 1 timeout. Hand off Chumley, and he'll get tackled. Gain of 5. Second and 5, and obviously play clock at 32 right now. Coyotes in no hurry.
I feel like blocking has been the huge critical point on why the Coyotes are up in this game, Josh. We just saw it with Bo Brown on the special teams play, but I mean, you go back and watch this game over, which I certainly will. You point out every single crucial block and just how much yards it gains for these Coyotes every time.
Chumley tiptoeing through the defense, gains 8, first down.
And even right there, it looked like such an awkward run from Chumley as he kind of backed up, put the car in reverse as he went forward for the first. But there's not any room for him to go in reverse unless the block creates that space for him. Wow.
Play clock at 18. Williams joins the huddle from the sideline. And again, that was, of course, the Heatherly All-State Coyote first down. A little bit of celebration starting on that Coyote sideline. Hand off to Chumley again and just continues to fall forward. And now he's in the Andy Torres State Farm red zone. It'll be second down as we approach 2:10 to go in this game.
And why would you not for Chumley? I mean, you said career high 176, and that's, of course, non-official until the post game. But, I mean, with these runs that he's racking up right now, would not be surprised whatsoever if there was a digit of 2 at the beginning of his rushing yards.
.140 on the clock. Handoff. Chumley down to the ground. And gains a yard, 3rd and 1. Well, how many games, we've only been doing this 1.5 years, Nash.
Yep.
How many games have we said, this is the Edward Chumley game right here? This is truly the Edward Chumley game. right here. 4 rushing touchdowns, and right now coming in to essentially ice this game and make sure that the Coyotes walk out of Toyota Stadium as winners tonight.
So you have all of District 4A playoffs, and then you have most of this. I mean, bottom line, it's just nearly every game. Of course, if you want to pick out a little bit of time where it was a downtime, he did miss some time in the championship season where George Rogers had to rise up from him. But whenever he is on the field, he makes an extremely noticeable impact, Josh.
Timeout on the field taken by the Coyotes, second timeout this evening. We're going to have a very short post game here tonight as we're using Toyota Stadium's screen show. But yeah, if you look at these stats right now, Nash, these are all not official, but Edward Chumley is going to finish right around with 180 yards, 4 touchdowns. Zandre Williams, 15 of 31 tonight, threw for a touchdown and an interception for 203 yards. Defense comes to play with a couple big-time sacks. You get the safety, just a couple notable plays. Zay Gentry, 2 great catches, secures a touchdown. Ace Traylor made 4 catches here this evening. And Anna, another 400-yard plus game of offense.
And to talk about Zy Williams, the 15 of 31. In the first half of the game, he was extremely cold, had the yips, as I was talking about earlier. But then once we go into the second half, his completion rate was above 75% in this second half, really completing a mass majority of his passes.
50 seconds and ticking. Chumley with the carry to add to his total, a couple more yards. And it looks like we're going to have one more snap before the Coyotes can officially celebrate, and we will have handshakes. Next week, what a battle it's going to be. Undefeated in district play, Prosper Walnut Grove. The Wildcats come back to Coyote Stadium. That's a whole different Walnut Grove team than we saw last year, Nash. That's going to be a battle up in Anna coming up next Friday, October 18th at 7:30 p.m. Zy pumping up the crowd.
Keep in mind, at 7:30, because of the special location, the gracious Toyota Stadium that we had today, this game started at 7. Zy taking a goofy way to knee that ball down.
Anna, 3-3 on the year. They celebrate as they knock off Emerson in Frisco, 44-31. Coyotes now 2-2 in district play, and the Emerson Mavericks fall to 3-2 on the season. What a gritty win for this Coyote team. Stepped up in the second half. Nash, what are your takeaways?
My takeaways are the amazing blocking that the Anna Coyotes did tonight. In the film room, every single play has so many positives. It's really going to be tough to find the negatives. You have everybody on the offensive line: Peyton Miller, Jesse Vasquez, Dylan Jeffers, Marcos Rivera, Rylan Crawford, Lashem Nianti, and anybody else that I didn't name. Martin Brown, Austin Crowley, insane tackle numbers. They were involved on every single play. Ryan Satsumi also occurring with 3 total tackles. Zay Gentry.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local Coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you.
At Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, we care about the air our hometown breathes, ensuring your family's health and comfort. Just like we support our local coyotes, we're your hometown HVAC team, always here for you. And with the cold around the corner, don't forget our fall safety check special, keeping you cozy all season. Join our maintenance plan for only $12 a month per unit, peace of mind and priority service year-round. Adon Complete Air Conditioning and Heating, where quality, community, and comfort come together. Let's go Coyotes.
You are not a number. You're not a 2 o'clock appointment. You are not a prescription. Or a name on a chart. You're not one of many. You are one of one.
In the heart of our town, where tradition meets progress, lies a bank that understands the value of community. Texas owned, Texas run, Texas values. We're proud to be a part of our vibrant Anna community, making local decisions that matter to you. We will always be Texans, committing to serving you with integrity and dedication. Experience the strength of a true community bank. Texas Bank. Local decisions, local people, local bank.
Now through October, when you replace your existing AC system with a Duquesne Complete system from Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning, you'll get more than just a cool house. When you upgrade, we'll install your choice of a home purifier system or a 10-year water heater for free. That's right, free. Give your home a tune-up in more ways than one. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Call the folks who do it all at Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning or visit us online today.
If you build it, they will come.
Baylor Scott and White Medical Center McKinney, the power to live better. Get it done right now with Hutchins Plumbing and AC. Come visit Freedom Flex Car Wash, Anna's veteran and first responder owned facility where cleanliness, care, and customer experience is their mission. Texas Bank, proudly serving Texas communities for 50 years. Adon Complete, your hometown MVP for comfort all season long. Come see Quick Car Lube and Auto Care of Anna for your quick vehicle services. Stop paying for overdraft fees. Texas Bank has many options to help you save that money for Coyote, making dreams come true. Bloomfield Homes. In your corner and around the corner, Andy Torres State Farm Agency. Call for a quote today. Serving authentic Greek food in downtown Anna at Kalamaki's Greek Restaurant. City Park, where everyone feels at home. The Body Shop, your driving home our reputation. If you're feeling hungry, don't hesitate. come to Roma's Italian.